Hi everyone, this is week 7's follow along. So let's go ahead and get started. So down on the ground, the kneeling, breathing movement, starting in this tall kneeling position, finding the glutes, finding yourself up, pushing to the ceiling, keeping weight on the feet, sinking down, finding that slight arch to your low back. Rest your hands in a comfortable, relaxed position. And we're doing 10 nice slow breaths. Trying to keep that extension upwards. Finding your glutes still in this position. Finding that nice stacking of your spine. One more. And find the glutes. Press up to that tall kneeling position again. Get on to your toes. We're doing the hero squats. So up nice and tall. And just sinking down just like we did. Finding a nice upright posture. Squeezing the glutes. Big exhale. Trying to keep weight down on the toes. As you're sinking here, so you're feeling that tension, pushing the toes downwards. And really feeling the glutes the whole time. You're here, you're holding them, you're keeping it upright. You're squeezing, driving to that end position. Inhaling and exhaling calmly as you're doing this. We got one more. And then from here, we're coming into a deep squat, so angling the feet wide, up nice and tall, sinking all the way down. Again, if you need something to help you with your deep squat, some sort of thing to hold on to, door, couch, table, countertop, whatever it is, please feel free to do so. Don't try to push this if you do not have the hip range for it yet, or the ankle range most likely actually. So, you're here, we're up nice and tall. You can relax your arms, you can have your arms wherever you want. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, you're squeezing that leg out to the side. Pulling it as far that way as you can. Exhaling. Inhaling. Try and keep your head extended. Finding that glute, that outside edge of your hip that you're pulling with, maybe getting into that little bit of groin stretch. Trying to maintain that relaxed breathing pattern. One more. And then go ahead. Ooh, come out of that. Can be a little much on the ankles sometimes, depending on how strict you're holding that. So if you need a little ankle want cool down, feel free. So next up, wishbone kicks. Finding that double 90, flexing your feet, abs engaged, low back's on the ground, heels go wide, exhaling. Finding that hamstring tension. You push your heel to the ceiling. So the more you flex your foot down, the more stretching you're going to get. Conversely, the more you extend, right, the less you're going to get. Well, you might get that in the shins after things we did earlier. Try and use this time to allow your upper body to relax. Your shoulders sink to the ground, your head sinks to the ground. Just breathing calmly. And bringing the feet together, dropping it down, and extending out for the full body rolls. 2 of each, nice and slow, nice and controlled, reaching that hand as far as you can, bringing it in, rolling over, back as far as you can, and bringing it in. Try and keep the opposite side pinned to the ground. So you can feel that nice stretch through your torso, through your shoulders, through your core. And if you can, try not to flop this one too much. You want to be able to control the motion. And we're going back, doing the arms again, so going through each limb twice. Try and make sure you're breathing calmly while you do this. Definitely would advise trying to make sure you have a lot of room. So you don't punch things. Last movement. There we go. And take your pick to roll over into prone. So we're doing the ground slides. Thumbs to shoulders, elbows low. Pinning the rib cage and the pelvis to the ground. And exhaling as you slide your hands up. Inhaling back. Trying to really feel that shoulder blade rotation. You reach your arms nice and far. Your head should be pointing at the ground, but not touching the ground. You're firing up the back of your neck. You do not have to have your arms hovering, you can have them sliding on the ground. And last one. And we're going to stand up, do the elbow openers. So find that nice standing posture. Arms coming to 90 degrees. And squeezing the fists, bringing that in, touching, opening up, finding the shoulder blades. We're doing doing 10 of these. You can do any breathing pattern you want. Just make sure you're timing your movements to the breathing. I'm going to be swapping halfway just so I get both patterns. Because it does kind of affect how your rib cage moves, which affects how your shoulder blades move. Really focus on feeling the wrists, the shoulder blades. And let that off. Next up is forward curling. Doing 2 of these in a nice standing posture, letting the arms relax. And curling yourself down into a little ball. Trying to roll. Getting that spinal compression. That twisting, that movement through each vertebrae. Keeping your arms relaxed. Keeping the glutes ever so slightly engaged. Trying to have that continuous motion all the way down. Arms stay relaxed. Once you hit your end point, find your glutes. Squeeze. Slowly unroll. Again, trying to go with just as much control. You have on the way down. All the way up. Now I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of backwards. Just opening my chest, twisting my head. Coming back and we're going down again. You don't have to do the backwards one if that felt uncomfortable. Don't do it again on this next time after we finish this one. If it felt nice, feel free to do it again. Sorry, I should have prefaced that before I did it. Try and notice as you're doing this if you feel any sticking points. If you feel anyone that's like, hey, this is harder to move. It's a good thing to take note of. To tell you where you might want to do some more focused stretching. And find the glutes. Once you're at that bottom position, you can't go any lower. Slowly unroll yourself. Try to initiate from the bottom up instead of going from the top. I'm going to go backwards again, but again, you do not have to. I just find it feels really nice after I do forward curls. Last up, doing single leg bounce. So get the foot screw down, planting big toe, rolling to the pinky toe, setting the heel, shift to that foot. We're going to balance here 5 breath cycles. I'm going to close my eyes just for a little bit of added challenge. You do not have to. You can touch the wall. You can make this easy as you need to. Try and keep your upper body relaxed. Feeling that ground contact with your feet. And we're going to switch sides. So, get the foot screw down on that side, setting that big toe knuckle, pinky toe knuckle heel. Finding that tripod of your foot. 5 breaths. Trying to keep the upper body relaxed unless you need to compensate for movement to catch yourself. Coming back to neutral. And that is going to be it for this mobility routine. Should have gotten you top to bottom. Feeling really good, feeling like connected with your body. A lot of breathing in that one. A lot of twisting, a lot of spinal movement. If there's anything, like I said, right, taking note of stuff. If there's anything in there that you noticed was particularly hard, or if one side felt more than the other, just try and use that for the next times through. Focus on that part a little bit more. Maybe try and do some stretching of it on your own. That's one of the benefits of doing these kind of practices. Is it shows you different areas that you might need some improvement on, or that is unbalanced, and that you can try to work to make more optimal. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get to do it a few times. See ya.